Welcome everybody, as we're going to be getting into this game, we're going to be spawning directly on top of Grape. Grape, who is this Protoss player in the top right in the orange color, going up against Dignitas' Select, the red Terran in the bottom left. Obligatory warning, we might be dropping some frames later on, all that stuff. I did, however, get new parts for my computer today. Broke my toe doing it, but that's okay. Hopefully it's not actually broken, but it's all good because we've got Dignitas' Select, and just warning you later on. It probably won't happen when I replay, but I feel obligated to let you guys know. So we're going to be in this TVP. It is part of the TSL qualifier number 4 for the European/North American server. Dignitas' Select is an incredibly powerful red Terran player, and he is on Dignitas. He's also Korean, but basically lives in the States, I think. So he's kind of considered an American player, but he's sort of Korean. He's just beastly. Just know that. He's incredibly beastly. Some people like to say he's the best North American Terran. But you've got all that kind of discussion you can have. But Grape here, I think I've seen him play once before, and I actually think it was a PvT on this map. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it was Grape versus My Intense Fantasy or something, and I think it was on this map. And I remember this game specifically because I think Grape went for a very fast 3-base, kind of 1 gate, 2 nexus type of play, similar to basically to what PvT and Brood War started out with. In that kind of a build order where you just go for the Dragoon pressure and you go and double expand. I think that's what he did, and that's why I'm remembering. But as of right now, Select is looking like he will be going for a 2 racks to open up this part off, which means that if Grape does indeed go for a... if Grape does actually decide to go for a 2 Nexus after a Gateway, he's going to be in a really bad spot. We're seeing him running forward. He sees no gas, and... Oh, don't just leave. Oh, Grape, you're just going to leave, aren't you? Oh, no, Grape. Grape! Grape. Oh, that's not good for him. Alright, so Select's going to move along and try and get into this main base. We do see the cybernetics core has been put down. If anybody in the chat that's watching knows if Grape has a team, please let me know. I would love to put it into the team tags and give him the credit that he so deserves for getting this far in the TSL. This is the round of 16. We're 1 round away from the quarterfinals, and you going up against Select. Anybody needs credit for going up Select. I don't care if you're a pro player. You've got your work cut out for you. So the probe is still at the front, looking at the watchtower to try and see if something's going to be going on that it can take advantage of. But at the moment, we're just watching the Zealot. Stalk will probably come up next, and then we'll most likely see the gateway, unless we're going to watch a 4-gate happen, which I doubt, considering that not only do we have the chrono not that high, we have a 3rd pylon out in the field, and that's always a key indicator of a non-4-gate. Okay, so with Select having Marines out here in the front, he's actually getting a fairly high Marine count through this, actually now 3 racks. Oh god. He wants to punish Grape. Grape thinks it's a gasless expansion, and it is not that at all. Grape has no chance of seeing it again because he can't actually press the front, because look at who's controlling the watchtower right now. And look who's getting in and scouting everything. Select is in an amazing position, especially because this natural expansion has just now gone down, and we only have 1 Zealot on the field accompanied by a single Stalker, and now you have a Sentry, which is possibly the worst move that Grape could be doing right now. If he had another Stalker, then he'd actually have a little bit more of ability to micro around and do some damage, but a Sentry does not do that much damage, and right now Select's going to be streaming in with 3 barracks worth of units. It's basically equivalent to a 2-racks, with the fact that he's producing 2 Marines at once, but he's doing it without the build time of a reactor. If you look at the Marines, they take 25 seconds to build, reactors take 50 seconds. By building a reactor, you lose 2 Marines. So right now, Select may be able to have a little bit more than a 2-racks would normally have at this point, and Grape is going to need to pull SCVs, probes, if he's going to want to try and defend this. Because this is going to be a really difficult position for him to hold, as this is an unfortunate amount of Terran coming up the ramp, and they're going to see, will he force field? That's his one chance to buy time, and he does get the force field off, and he will be able to retreat. The Sentry will not most likely be able to get enough energy to go for another one, but he has another Sentry in the back. But Select, if he sees another force field, may just go ahead and turn around to the 3rd, or he can just get completely shut out. Perfect force field there by Grape, and now Select, he should really just come around to this top edge. Let's just actually wait for this force field to dissipate once again. But Grape is getting more Sentries. Oh, this is really, really looking to be tough for him. He does have Warp Gate done, and his second and third gateways are about to complete, but here we have the assault beginning. We've got 2 barracks being thrown down, so that's going to put on a ton of pressure to attack this area, and looking around, Grape is hitting the natural expansion. His natural expansion is getting hit. My god, it's been a long day of casting, and those previous series we saw before just wrecked me. So now we're watching as a lot of pros are getting taken out. Select is really doing a good job of making this kind of worthwhile, but I don't think he has any plans to actually stop this aggression, because if you look back at his main base, he's still on 1 gas and 3 racks only. There is going to be a command center shortly, but not quite yet. As of right now, he's just trying to just continue hitting it over here. And right now, Select is actually losing some health on those Marauders. The Stalkers on the high ground, nice little touch there, but this is going to be a dead Nexus. Select is basically doing his own version of a 2 racks at the moment, and it's doing a lot of damage to Grape. The fact there's a 3rd barracks out means they can basically transition to going for even more aggression, maybe get an add-on with that, or just go straight into better later parts of the game, because when you only have 2 racks and you're trying to get up to your factory and starport tech, you're a little lackluster in terms of the bio units, but if you already have 3 racks in play, your transition will be so much smoother to be able to move along and continue being aggression. Continue being aggression, that's really not good. Pretty big aggressive, my god. I am basically not in a good state of mind right now because of the fact that I'm not able to breathe. Because I keep on talking, which means I am lightheaded and I don't want to pass out. But look at Select and his just little set. Oh, whoa, that's a... Ha ha! That was a mistake. Oh my god. Let me pull that one back. That was purely a misclick, guys. It's been a long day. Oh my god, it's been a long... I'm so sorry about that. That was bad. That was bad. So let's wait, what? Why'd you go back? Don't go... I'm sorry, guys. I'm failing. We're continuing to watch. Alright. So now, that aside, we're moving forward and watching as these bunkers are actually being broken down. Grape's doing a really good job of actually busting this up. There's going to be no repairing, and to be honest, just Lex about to get that burned down. You're going to see him attacking, and the Nexus is going down again. And, alright, guys. It's been a rough day. Those of you who saw me earlier, just... You understand. My toe is literally sitting down getting iced right now. I'm lightheaded. I'm talking too much. I casted 6 hours straight yesterday and got all the VODs processed yesterday as well. These really are terrible excuses, but I really just feel bad that I just did that because that was an abysmal misclick and mistake. I just meant to click on a unit or a building or something, and that was bad. I did it twice, which is even worse. Alright, so right now Select has got his second command center done. It's in orbital command form. We do see that his worker count is only slightly behind, but he's definitely done enough damage that it's worth it. He's got the double mule capability now, and Grape is forced to go basically for a big gateway counterattack. He's going to try and get up his robo, so theoretically he could go for an immortal bust or something, because I highly doubt Select's aggression is going to let Colossi come up, because his medevacs are going to be on the way in about a minute and a half, probably out about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. So I'm guessing the second Select gets 2 medevacs, he will go ahead and go for a big stim push. He does have combat shield as well, so his Marines, Marauders are all fully upgraded. Combat shield is there. He does not have an eBay out in the field, but to be honest, I think medevacs are going to be his time to push. Right now we do have a few Marauders Marines out in the front. The first observer is on the field, and oh no, Grape is going to be going for Colossi. And I say oh no because we're already having Select pushing out across the field, plus we had the spoiler with the replay timer, so I can't even pretend to be like, hey, I don't know what's going on, because I don't look at the replay timers before the game starts, guys, so I do literally cast everything blind, hence the Goody and Huck ending being surprising to me. So just know that I never intended that. I like this game to be a surprise for me as it is for you. But oh wait a second, Select just killed off that? So there's, look at the scouting of Grape, there's nothing. He has no vision whatsoever except he's sending out another observer. But will he be able to get a Colossus out? There's a first Colossus on the way in his Chrono, but look at the gateway support, it's non-existent. To be honest, I don't think Select needs to just target fire those units. He can just attack move and he won't even need to worry about the Colossus because they'll just die because there's going to be nothing else to support it. So Select's now expanding to his third base. Good safe time to do it. I mean, he's already put a ton of pressure onto Grape. Grape is just trying to go ahead and get his natural expansion completed. There's not enough gas. Actually, now there's just enough gas to get the extended thermal lens, but he may be actually more worried about getting out Colossi count in time. But he's also expecting drops. Select is very, very known for going for drops, and we can see that maybe we'll have Select just do a big double drop over here, or do some more do a double pronged attack or something, but this Marine is just right now looking for another a base that's going down. And the thing is, Grapes can see this, so he knows he can't at the very least send out a probe. But there we see the scan from selecting. Oh, his medevacs are leading the charge. That's not good. The Colossus is straight out in the front. That could get killed so easily. And there it goes. Select is going to start target firing it down with the Marauders and everything. But Grape actually spreads nicely, keeps the Colossus alive, and is doing a good bit of damage here. The Colossus has no shields, but that's okay. It's got other health. But now, never mind what other health. It is now dead because Select is pushing forward and doing a lot of damage. The medevacs are happily healing away, and we've got the medevacs now out of energy, basically pushing a little bit back. But they're so low. But there's not that many bio to actually heal, so it's not too much of an issue. But look at this coming in from Select. Reinforcements, and he's going to be pushing forward, doing a lot of damage. Marauders are wreaking havoc on top of those Stalkers. Now we're just seeing this mineral line is going to get assaulted, and Select doesn't even care that there are units on the high ground. But there is a Colossus down there, but still no extended thermal lens. It has not even begun. So it's going to go ahead and get his Marauders to target fire the Colossus. It's going to fall really easily, and now just the Stalkers left, and we see Select is just going to force the GG out, as we've got a lot of Marauders and everything just assaulting Grape, and we have ourselves a rather one-sided game with one of the best Terrans out there defeating an unknown player in terms of Grape. But there's still game number 2. Let's see if Grape can go ahead and surprise us and take this to a 3-game series.